Gail Lofthouse.
The same.
Now, there is a new social media app on the block. Have you downloaded it yet? Meta's boss, Mark Zuckerberg, says that 10 million users have already signed up to their new app Threads in just the first 7 hours. So it's been dubbed as Twitter's rival. It has many similar features. How's it going down? Is anybody actually using it who we can talk to? Well, yes, I think so. I'm joined on the line by Richard Mickey, who is CEO of Leeds-based The Marketing Optimist. Hello, Richards.
Good morning, Gail.
Hi. So have you got this app already then? Is it up and running for you?
Yes, yeah, we registered for it last night, so kind of you could pre-download it from the App Store, and it kind of came online at midnight tonight. So I messaged on it, I think about 6 a.m. when I woke up this morning.
And how does it differ? Does it differ at all from Twitter?
In the way what you'll see on the app, it's exactly the same, pretty much. It's not quite got all the bells and whistles, hashtags and things don't work on it. But other than that, it's if you're logged in and if you've been on Twitter, you'll see something you can pretty much work out how to use straight away.
And in terms of Mark Zuckerberg potentially winning here, is he only really able to do this because he's already big? So he's already got Instagram and it's connected up to that. And gosh, I don't know how many people have that worldwide, but is he only able to do it because he's in such a brilliant position to do it?
I think that's a definite advantage because of when you log in, it asks you to connect your Threads account to your Instagram account. When you get in there, it shows you all the people you're already following on Instagram and says, would you like to connect to all of these people? So your audience is already there. So when we've seen social media appliance apps come up before, they've been brand new with no audience. And so it's a bit of a desert. At this point, there are so many people joined up because it's so easy that all your content is already there. So people are already using it and sending out messages.
And what's the vibe of it so far? Because one of the reasons I left Twitter, if I'm being absolutely honest, and this was quite a few years ago now, is I hated all the anger. There's a lot of nastiness on Twitter. And I didn't need that in my head. And I just thought there's only one way I'm going to actually get rid of this. And that's by coming off it. I mean, can you ever get rid of that on social media?
I don't think you can. I think the thing is that at the moment, because it's only launched this morning in the UK, everyone's really optimistic and bright and interested and saying hello and being really friendly and trying to work out what's happening. There's only been a matter of time until the haters start creeping in. What not Twitter, but what they are saying what Threads are saying for this, it's really, they're interchangeable at the moment. What Threads are saying at the moment is they are, doing the curation of the feed a lot better than Twitter, because basically Twitter, when Elon Musk took over, got rid of all the staff, and so all the moderation and things. So everything that you probably hated when you left Twitter has actually got worse since Elon Musk's taken over. And what Threads are saying is that they use all the moderation that they've already got in Facebook and in Instagram to make it a much better feed. But time will tell. It's only day one.
Talking about Elon Musk, is Elon Musk a marketing dream or a nightmare? Because I imagine if he's got he's literally connected to Twitter, he could say whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He seemingly does. And I guess that, his words can like dramatically affect share prices. What if you were working with him, would you be real pleased about that, or would you be real worried?
I think if I was working for Elon Musk, I'd be worried because he seems to fire people with impunity at the moment. So that would be worried from that point of view. I was talking to somebody this morning about that. Elon Musk, before he took over Twitter, was seen as kind of a genius because Tesla's amazing. SpaceX is amazing, the way he lands those rockets, the kind of reusable rockets. And I actually think that maybe he said he was going to buy Twitter as kind of a bet, or he was drunk or something like that. And then it dawned on him. And at that point, he spent however many billions it cost him to do that and couldn't pull out. And now he kind of bought it, and it's a basket case, to be honest. And people are up in arms with it and really furious with it, because I think at the weekend he limited the number of tweets you could view, which is kind of pointless, really. It's supposed to be a really simple app that you can view as much as you want, but he limited it. And so people are predicting that Twitter will no longer be around in kind of maybe a year.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah,
and also, I mean, talking about some of the things that he's said and some of the things that he's done, do you think that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg will at some point have a fist fight? Because I feel that was promised or suggested, or do you think that was just them two having a laugh at, I don't know, the rest of us?
I don't really know. I mean, I think they
No.
were supposed to be having a cage fight. I think
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg does a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Okay,
I've seen. I don't know about Elon Musk looks a little bit overweight. He's carrying a little bit, I think. So I don't know how well that'll go down. I think it's probably a fight that most people would prefer than no winner. They'd be
Yeah.
quite watching. I don't think anybody wants either of those people to win because it's all a bit strange, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think my money might be on Mark Zuckerberg, but
Yeah.
it's a fine line.
I mean, from a marketing perspective, one of the things that we've been talking about this morning is just the name Threads.
Yeah.
How big a meeting do you think they will have had over the name? Because the thing that I think of is the 1980s. I don't know how old you are,
Yeah.
but the
am old enough to
1980s.
remember.
All right, the
Yeah, I'm old enough.
terrifying drama.
Yeah,
that-
I mean, I'm old enough to remember, and I'm actually originally from Sheffield, which is where Threads was filmed.
yeah.
So Threads immediately leapt into my mind, and I think I did see somebody post. There's a picture of I don't know if it's a postman who's got bandages on his face from
Yeah.
the film Threads. This morning, somebody kind of posted that straight away. But Threads is kind of a common term for messages that are kind of threaded together.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I'm sure they're probably not even aware of the horrific nuclear war film from the 80s.
No, exactly. And I suppose just finally, if somebody can just come out and basically take the best parts of a well-known app, if somebody can just come out and effectively copy that, what's to stop anybody doing that at any time? How protected in terms of like intellectual property are these things? Do you even know?
I'm not entirely certain, but I
No.
think Facebook have got a history of doing this. So when they bought Instagram, they added stories onto Instagram, and that was taken directly from Snapchat. So they've got a history of pulling apart all these different elements from different social media channels. Effectively, it's a messaging thing, and it will be really difficult to paint or secure the actual things that you do. The technology behind it is one thing, but the actual thing that you see about sending a text message, well, it's not that different to using WhatsApp or good old fashioned SMS that we used back in the day.
Right.
Text messaging. It's effectively a fancy text messaging system is Twitter.
I
So
see.
it's the basics of it aren't that complicated. The tech behind it, yes, that's something you can't copy direct. But the front
Wow.
end, it's
Yeah.
just open. It's open season really.
Well, when it comes to stuff like this, are you better off being an early adopter or just sort of waiting a little bit to see what happens with it? I mean, obviously you've done it because because of what you do and the
Mhm.
kind of industry that you work in. But like for somebody like myself, should I sit back a bit or get involved? What do you think?
I think it's definitely worth a look. I mean, if you enjoyed Twitter when it was working right for
I
you,
think I did.
then I think it's worth jumping in at this point. It's still early days. There's probably a few little things that they'll tweak and adjust and improve. Eventually, they'll bring advertising. So actually, at this point, it's probably a good time to use it while it's going to be advertising free, at least for a while they can work out how they can monetize it. Because obviously, that's what Meta are always after. They want to make some money out of it. So far, I've not seen any advertising on it. It's too early for that.
Mhm.
So for an advertising free social media channel at the moment, it's going to be pretty good. So actually, it's probably a good time to join.
Interesting. It's all very interesting. I will let you get back to it. Richard Mickey is CEO of Leeds-based The Marketing Optimist. And I've been looking at you because you're on Zoom. You're not actually in the studio with me. What is that picture behind you? Where are you?
So our shared office is in the old Bank of England building. So the office I'm in is called the Vault, and that's just on the wall. That's not a real vault. That's wood paper.
Oh,
But
wow.
the office is actually.
Oh, it looks nice. You've got a nice office.
Thanks.
I'll let
It
you
is
get
very
back. It's lovely. Richard, I'll let you get off. It'd be lovely to talk to you again, though. Thank you so much. You take care. Ta-ta.
Very good.
Bye-bye.